Welcome back to the V4 Vanilla server. You are here again with PhD Phil, and it feels like the first episode. I know there's been more coming to you from Season 3, but for the first time, it's just me. No one else joining us today, so I feel like it's my first time talking to everybody. We are back at spawn on the spawn pillar. And you can see some things have been happening around town. We've got Tricky Piston's soon-to-be potion shop, skeleton grinders underneath it there. There's a sheep house, and a few other things going on. We will take a hop down. Need to be a better way to get up to the top there. Tricky Piston is working on a Tricky Piston elevator coming up the center of spawn, so it'll be good when we get that going. What we have been doing so far is a whole lot of not too much, just getting resources going, getting started. I think the first thing that we do over here will be kind of a public mine area. Make it look pretty, make it look fancy, make it look like a mine. And of course we need a spot for Phil's hole to go, version 3. And I was thinking about putting it off of the public mine. Since I'm gonna be building this room, I'll just kind of tuck it down around the corner there, and that should be a good spot for Phil's hole. The last thing that we've been doing around here is, of course, getting all the farms set up. You saw we went to the Nether and got a blaze rod with Tricky Piston last episode. And we have a potential base location picked out, 700, negative 930. So when we're done here, we will head over. It's off in about that direction. And we'll check that out, take a look at it, and talk about some plans for this season. But right now, I'm going to get to work on my hole. Yep, that's right. We're going to work on the mine, and I'll get back to you when that's looking a little better. We are back, just grabbing a few more materials to finish up the start of Phil's hole. Here is what we've got worked out for the public mine building. I realized once I started this, I have no idea what a mine should look like, but this is what we're going with. Lots of different kinds of wood, a few fence posts here and there, and nether brick and cobble on the floor and stairs down. We don't need to run all the way down there. We still will finish up the walls and the ceiling of the staircase and work out some kind of community storage at the bottom of the stairs in a room down there. But not a bad start. I'll probably finish off this roof all the way back to clear out that stone. When you come up this way, it kind of looks like a V. I don't know, kind of lost on the floors, but I don't think it's too bad. Phil's hole will be right off this way. Of course, it has to be a hole, so we're just going to have a little water drop to go down. Nothing fancy, just somewhere to put a few chests is all we are shooting for. And I needed some more wood to finish off the rest of my chests down here. Excuse me. And I hope I may not even have enough to do as much as I wanted. Let's see. This should be plenty. Well, let's do one more. Should be plenty to get us started for now. So, there's Phil's hole, and there is the public mine. We made it back up to the top of the water. Come on, out the door. Excuse me for any abrupt cuts, if there's anything, or I disappear for a second. It's because I'm busy hacking up a lung, a bit of a cough, and trying to squeeze in a few minutes of recording in between can get a little difficult. So now that we have the public mines mostly done, started at least, a few other things to take a look at around spawn. The first is the potential portal location. That's a tongue twister. Up top here, where the redstone portal is at the moment. Thinking we might be able to squeeze a portal in on this mountain, which would be a little tight, to leave room for a path off to that mountain, a path off to that mountain, and a path, of course, to the spawn mountain. But I think we can squeeze it all in. So give me some feedback on if you think this is a good portal location. And if anybody else on the server wants to design it and build the top of the mountain or the paths, go for it. I'm by no means claiming that I want to do it, just saying it might look good right about there. The other thing for future spawn plans, gotta take a carrot break, I think there's a good spot for a mini games area through here if we run a path from the valley right through the little cut in between these two hills. We have a huge flat plateau area that's still part of the extreme hills biome, but very flat and lots of room. We just have to do a little terraforming to clean things up, but I think this would be a great spot for a bunch of mini games. So we will be working over there shortly, but just wanted to throw that out there so you know what might be coming in the future, and for the guys on the server, they know what the plan is for that area, and if they have any mini games they want to start building, they know where to do it. The final thing we're going to do today, I mentioned it earlier, head off to our base location. It's not too far, so I will stay with you the whole time, I think. We can talk a little bit about plans for this season. Whoa. This, I think we need to cover this up. I keep almost falling in it, and I would like to do a path from spawn out to the base, and that's definitely in the way. I'm not sure what the best way to go is. I keep coming through here just because it looks really cool, but I'm not sure if it's the best way to go. Maybe if we swing it around left a little bit. So plans for this season. I really like the auto villager farm setup we had last season, and even though I just finished doing it once, I want to do it again because it's just so useful. And am I lost? Well, that's cool. I think I know where I am. It's so useful. You get so many emeralds and can use that for a lot of good tools and things like that. Name tags, of course, another big one. So we will find a place to set that up. Our base location includes a flower forest biome. There she is. The flower forest biome, not quite at the base spot yet. But I do want to do an auto flower farm of sorts. Not sure which design we'll go with yet, whether it's a water harvest or a shifting floor design. We'll see. It's a lot of animals going for a swim over here, and chickens too. Wow. There's the pillar. That's what we're looking for. Oh. Okay, not looking for that. We are looking for a pillar that marks pretty much the central spot of our base, which I guess is actually in a plains biome. We are around a lot of different things. We are around the flower forest, nice little pond. Right on the other side of the flower forest is more plains. We have plains right here, tons of horses, and then of course the river and mesa and the roofed forest right there as well. So a lot of different biomes to work around. I plan on, like I said, doing flower forest, and I think to find a good spot for the auto villager, we need, of course, a lot of room because those farms are pretty big. I might be here in the plains, and I'm thinking we might work over in the mesa for that, actually, as long as it's still loaded when we are working on the rest of the base. So that's what we are looking like for our base location. I do like it. Let's take a look around. Excuse me. Yeah, I like it. It looks a little rough right now with all the grass, and the hills are pretty choppy. There's a few caves and that ravine we almost fell in that make it look a little rough, but we can definitely clean it up. And I think we'll probably leave the floating island there just because it looks pretty cool. Ocean off behind us as well. there is not a ocean monument, water temple, whatever you want to call it. Isn't one close by that I found, but that's okay. I still like this area. Lots of water, which is a must for my base locations, as you've seen the past couple seasons. And going with something a little bit new in the flower forest biome. So that's what I've got for you guys. Looking forward to an exciting season. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.